Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm curious to see if I can still do this. The talking, the streaming, the playing. I am feeling quite a bit better. And yeah, it was a much longer break. I didn't expect to have a break at all. And God, this might be an awkward stream. Alright, enough chin scratching. Let's play some poker. And that is, we have an absolute crazy dude, which is why I'm sitting on matter of fact, all the four PLO 20 tables that microgaming offers. And we have position on him on most tables. Actually, I could switch seats on another table. Nah. So, a top pair, an open-ender against this guy. I don't think I want to do any betting. I'm not quite sure what his post-flop tendencies are. Pre-flop, he is absolutely bonkers. So here I'm not folding the top pair, the open-ender. Make the trips. He makes a flush in the end. That's a little sad, but... So he didn't go crazy there. Betting the river, that's something to keep in mind. And it's good to be back on the Twitch streets. How good remains to be seen. And disclaimer, this is going to be kind of a relaxed stream insofar as I can. I am relaxed and not, all wordy and babbly. And potentially a little bit weird today, because I'm drinking a beer. It's Sunday. It's a nice way to ease myself back into the grind. Let's hope this doesn't go sideways. Man, I have a feeling I've got to set up things, but I'll figure that out as it goes. In the meanwhile, let me see if the table alignments are neat. We're sitting on 5 tables currently. That's probably all I can handle. Do I want to call here? It's dicey, because he is just so happy to click that raise button pre. Right, align the tables a little bit in the meantime. There will be some screen switching involved, scene switching involved. Wait, he folded? Ooh, down here we got aces on the button. They look decent enough. Okay, I need to move that over then. That looks good. The aces flop alright, I'd say. Awkward. Wow. Okay, never mind. Not awkward anymore. It's gonna be impossible to get more money out of him in most cases, but you have to push. Like, I like pushing now much better than I do on the river. Now there's still cards to come. He could catch some. He could be on the draw. Be optimistic. I hope I was shown the right table. Speaking of which, let me move this one up a little bit more. I'm almost all done setting things up. Man, I'm rusty. Okay, that looks good. So we'll stick to only one RIO table for now. Because I feel I'm gonna have my hands full here. On this table, Brajan... Yeah, actually, I do want to be, on these tables I do want to be involved in as many hands as is at least semi-reasonable. These are pretty much the first hands of poker I played in a week. I did try my hand a little bit at poker yesterday, which went alright. Was up like 3-ish, 4-ish buy-ins. Okay. That might turn out to be expensive. Alright. Yeah. With the man, I really wish this guy would have folded. I think we might just sink this buy-in here. We're up against aces always. No doubt. He is. Oh yeah, that's it right there. But maneuvered myself into an awkward spot by calling pre-flop, I guess. Or it was just an awkward flop. And if he folds, I fold. Fine. With the extra money in there. It was a pity he was blocking all of our outs. This might be a short stream. You know, it's gonna be a little bit beer fueled, so if I find that I'm playing too strangely, I'm not gonna force the issue. In case you missed it, the main focus of my attention is gonna be this guy here, who's sitting on all of our tables. Aluda Bessenq, something like that. Uh-oh. Yeah, still a little bit sneezy. Man, I single-handedly helped the tissue industry have a good 2019. Hang on, give me a sec. Chatty and tipsy, you got it, my friend. Nice to see you back there, Alter. Chatty and tipsy indeed. Yeah, also for reasons that are probably not a good idea to get into, I had a really strange day, a really surreal day, and one that necessitated an additional drink, or a drink at all before starting, an additional drink before starting the stream. Sounds like I have a drink whenever I stream. That's far from the truth. Nah, it's just one of those days where things got surreal. Anywho, I'm sure I'll be able to make them even more surreal for you now, single-handedly. By saying weird stuff. I'm well on my way in that regards. Regards? I see, there you go. Let this be. What does our note say? We have a note, huh? Yay, past me. Okay, interesting. Also interesting is getting aces up here. Maybe I've seen him before I streamed. Before I started the stream, I had the tables open. I was sitting down, and he 3-bet like every single time, and I had to fold a lot. So he has pegged me as a really tight character right now. Matter of fact, the first hand I raised was aces. It was the first good hand I got, and he folded straight away, which he never did before. That's a pretty excellent flop, all things considered. Although against him, you never know. He might be drawing to quads twice, including the straight flush or whatever. It's no telling what he might show up with. Is the point I'm trying to somewhat babblingly make. Oh god, this is gonna go sideways quick. Might as well open that second beer then. So, cheers and Merry Christmas to all. So we took that one down. That's quite nice. In total, we should only be... Actually, we might not be down at all. I know we lost it one buy in there. Okay. We're down half a buy. A tiny bit more. Down 13 bucks. It's not bad, but I was sure... Oh god, that threw me off right there. Raven, thank you very much. Good things are happening right away today. Cheers, thank you very much for the 9-month subscription streak. Getting closer indeed to the full year, which is... It's still blowing my mind. I'm not... when I say these things, sometimes when I don't watch my own streams usually, but when I play them back in my head, I feel like I've been saying the same thing for 9 months now, and I sometimes wonder if people think I'm not being genuine. My point is, it still does blow my mind. So, long story short, thank you very much, Raven, for the resub. We got a bunch of stuff. We got a flush here in the end, which is backdoor. We got a straight, which is the nuts. Oh, we're three ways here. Well, then I maybe could have saved the bet. Never mind, he checked. He folded, so we should be good always, right? Took it out. Really? Took it out on the other table. Very high V per player, really low aggression. I think I'm letting this one go. No questions asked. Yeah. So cheers, Raven. That is putting a smile on my face, and no mistake. The pre-flop call, I think it is fine, and you're right, yeah. It's no point beating myself up over it. So just an ugly spot where you just know he always has the aces. But against aces, we had decent equity, all things considered. Little less so since the other guy had all of our outs blocked, but me. Chaos cards! I'm doing better indeed. In fact, I might be doing too well today. Cheers, thank you for saying that. And nice to have you back, mate. The king has returned. I don't know how to deal with comments like these. Just rest assured I appreciate them. Chase TA, it's nice to see you back. So, yeah, against him I'm letting this go as well. Actually, I am blocking aces or kings, which is normally... I'll let it go. That would make a good t-shirt. Oh, Lord. That is pretty much perfection there, der Alter. That is awesome. In Nut we trust. Well, see, there's like at least... Oh, God, I love all the double meanings there. That one was awesome. Cheers for that. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, you heard it right. I said fuck. Jesus. However, so now let me read some stuff in full in the chat, actually. Oh god, this is gonna be one wordy stream. I've been ill, Chase the Ace. The whole week was, ugh. I spent it in limbo. What the, what? You guys are making it tough for me to stay focused. Thank you very much, Chaos Cards, dropping a sub. Wow, just thanks. Jesus. I don't know what to do with all this kindness. I truly don't. I'll just accept it graciously. Cheers. So, hang on. This is all too much. Not falling in on what thing, the crazy guy, 3 bets. I'll get back to the check in a moment. I guess I'll bet here. Taking my sweet time to decide, but man, I'm rusty. Everybody checks. Any point in a small bet? I don't think so. And it's not like we're hoping for any turn except the obvious one. But I still think like if he is queens, he's gonna call sometime often enough, and with him, who knows what we're up against. Okay, as far as the runouts are concerned, there is a chance we're good here. Wait, and I should be shown the right table. Pro streamer right there. The last few minutes have been too much. Oh, Lord. Okay, thank you. I would have had a tough time letting this one go against a crazy guy. I suspect we won't see a showdown. What? Okay, I'm not getting back to the chat, apparently. I'm not even getting to my beer. Cheers. I think I'd pay like 5 to 10 big blinds each to see what hands they had there. I'm completely lost. Like him being so tight, what did he raise fold there? Tens full? Being wary of quads? That's pretty much the only thing I can come up with. Just outrageous by itself, but still. That's all I got. Nah, I don't want to raise it up. I should have raised it up. Alright, getting back to the chat. Chase, yes, now finally managed to read the rest of your message here. Thank you very much for saying that, mate. It's awesome to be back. Oh, and der Alte. Wait. Right, that I did say, but thank you for the sub as well. Oh, God. Do I want to bet here? I think I do. We just have a little bit too much of everything in our hand. Actually, that's stupid. 2-3 peeps on a board like this. Alright, nobody raised. And I'm just gonna go for broken at this point now, having played the turn like this, which I'm not convinced of. Having all the sevens, I think, is what swayed it for him. Did not we trust ball sleep? That's just perfection. Raven, back in the channel as well. Good to see you back, Raven. We got a few more spots. I'm never gonna be able to catch up with the chat today. So, just betting here. Here, betting as well. Don't mind the sizing. I just clicked the button because I was running out of time, basically. Here, with the open ender, we got a call. Took it down with the ace, queen, queen on table 3, 4, whatever. Checking here, and now I'm lost against this guy. I think we're going with it. Make 2 pair, take it down here. He comes over the top. I hate seeing that. We need some help. Can we get it? No. Ace 9-9-5. Fair enough. A pity that the crazy guy decided to have a hand there. Right, I second that emotion, der Alte. I hope the Christmas holidays have arrived for all, and that they have arrived, that they have met you well. And you're looking forward to a merry and relaxed Christmas with you and yours. Saying the same for 9 months only? What do you mean? I'm easily confused today, der Alte. In case you haven't noticed. Ooh, they're not confusing at all. This flopping the nuts, as the Germans would say. Don't know how to play these spots out of position. Just frankly sad, because I've been running into them for ages now. Is this the last stream before Christmas? I don't think so. I have absolutely no idea how the schedule this week is gonna look. It's gonna be spotty at best. But there will be another stream tomorrow, I'd say. Yeah, there will be a stream tomorrow night, but I can't say when. Can only state that, first of all, that I misclicked here. Of course, I wanted to fold that. Can only state that I plan on streaming tomorrow. Probably be late afternoon, evening-ish, something like that. Real deal for real is a mistake. Yes, I agreed. It's just this guy has a 2% 3-bet. We're up against aces always there. Against this guy specifically, I usually wouldn't fold his hand. And you might still be completely right that even against when we know he has aces, it's still a spot where I just need to call. Here we have a top pair flush draw. 2 pairs, not looking too horribly. Also, welcome back, Real Day for real. I read ass there, 367 ass from under the gun. Goes for the pot size. How do we How do we deal with this then? I think I'm just shoving it. Turns get really awkward otherwise, especially if we allow him to call. We need two pair, now we need one of his kings. That would be mighty fine. The jack will work too. Getting a little bit lucky. He had us crushed. He had us close to crush there. Better flush draw, the better pair. Wow. These I'm just gonna call on the button. Oh. That's fair. I'm a little bit slow on the trigger today. A problem which might compound as the night wears on. I'm not entirely healed yet, not entirely through or done with the cold, which incidentally has been bouncing around in the family now. My mom had it. She's ill again. So I hope that the cold that has been bouncing around my family is contenting itself with only having taken one pass at me and it's not gonna come back for seconds. The mosh pit? Oh shit, I need to check it out, der Alte. I will. Yesterday. What did I do yesterday? I honestly don't have a good reason why I wasn't there. The nuts! The nuts! Right. Pretty fair. Pretty fair. It's not the nuts, but it's close enough. No real draws out there. So he's probably not putting me on much else than what we have here. That'd be a proper bad beat. Check this down. Because I'm scared of him having a 9 here. Which of course would be nasty. Actually, I shouldn't have. I'm not gonna fold. I was gonna say if he has the overpair, maybe he can find a call within him. I feel I should give peeps the chance to make bad call downs more often than I do. As it turns out, this worked out nicely since he felt compelled to bluff. I feel compelled to have the nuts yet again. Oh, A6 dude. Yeah, well, I read what I read. I can't unread it. Crazy dude still among us? Yeah. But he's not in this hand. Where we flop stuff. Here, I'm probably gonna bet this run out. He's not gonna bet his overpair if he does happen to have one. We did get a call here and take down a nice pot. Cheers indeed. See, a check through here is actually not that curious. I'd say we do get a call, and I suspect we're good. That's awesome. That was proper awesome. What did Elton have then? So no joy for us. We don't improve. Suspect we lose this one if it goes to showdown, and if he bets, I need to let go. It's also the guy who didn't go for, the note on him says doesn't go for a very obvious blocker play. I don't remember the hand, but I do remember the situation. So it's a good note to have. Tells me that he is way less inclined to bluff post, I'd say. Because it was a heads up spot where he has every incentive to bluff. The one that made me take that note. Oh, the not so well for Chris. We're doing reasonably fine. Yeah, as I said, the cold has been bouncing around. Now my middle brother has fallen ill. My mom is not doing that hot again, but we're in good spirits. We're in good spirits. Speaking of being in good spirits, good slow play. Actually, I will slow play this against him. Pretty much no bad turn. Don't have to tank here. He's committed. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. We're taking some buy-ins down now. Yep, up one buy-in. We were down 2 a little bit earlier. Then we got lucky in that one hand. No! Why closing the action did I fold here against if this guy's involved? It's not a great hand, it's just it's this guy. Damn it. Oh well, moving on to aces here. Not a bad segue. Oh, he's deep here. Are we deep against him on any other table? Yeah, we are. Something to keep in mind for the future. He can still reopen the action. Well, of course he can. Never mind. What am I talking about? He folds. That is surprising. That's as safe for a board as any. And I'm not quite sure what's up with just calling here in his shoes. Excellent turn for us. He needs a 6 and a 6 only. I guess a 3 would have done it for him as well, but this 3 doesn't show up and we take down another pot, another buy-in. Things are going well. And here we are deep, and we are out of position. Just a call. Ooh, reminds me I need to see what we started today with on RIO, so I know later on. How would you check and we get another 5 on the river? That's fine as well, but I'd rather have him bluff than have him call in this case. If he wants to bluff, if he has the nuts, then that's fine too. Speaking of the nuts, they keep making a regular appearance right now on our end of the table. I love it. Plenty of traffic on Rounded Ones, by the way. Over 40 entries PLO 10, 20 at PLO 20. There are 21 entries at PLO 200. Jesus. Chaos card, it's gonna drop out now. Watch the new Star Wars. I watched it in self-defense last night. Because, see, that's what I was doing. Because I didn't want to get spoiled on the net. So, you do that. Denied, my friend. Denied. I was repping the straight, but he ain't having it. Yeah, I guess we could just call on the button here. Whoa. Man, we're flopping superbly. Also drawn to the nut flush. I have no idea how long I'm gonna be on tonight, Chaos Cards. Absolutely none. Wow, I sort of just clicked the button and called the 3-bet, and now I, of course, flop. Absolutely massive. The current nuts. A little bit of a redraw as well. If you see a raise, letting it go. Maybe we could draw to the royal. We really wanted to. It's pretty sad. Especially since we're not having a single heart. Can I check fold this? Please check, please check, please check, please check. Sad, sad turn with the heart. Guess I didn't need to pot the flop. Not saying it because of the heart, because the heart did roll off, just because it's a possibility and. I don't know. I do know. That's the guy who's not very bluffy post, huh? But we're good here. Bet kings, maybe? Queens? No. Just a pair and a wrap on a paired board. But again, important to note that he didn't go for the river bluff. More aces coming up. Again, just gonna call with them. Crazy dude folded, okay. Pair the gutters. Backdoor flush, and we get a check. That's sweet. So when I was able to do at least something sort of focused this week, I was playing Transport Fever, and man, that game sucks you in. At least it sucked me in. I frequently only wanted to do like one or two things, and figured it'd take me half an hour. I look up and it's like 4 hours are gone. Not even kidding. Not even exaggerating there. It's a game that just grabbed me by the cojones. So that was a lot of fun. And it's trains. It's basically like a toy train set just in a computer game. You have to connect industries to one another and set tracks and put signals down and build stations and all that stuff. It was cool. Grafsa. Welcome back to the channel. I don't quite remember. It is. I've been getting that question a lot. There is a detailed description about it in my Discord. Feel free to join the Discord. I'm not saying that to get you into the Discord. Feel also free to leave it right after. But I believe in the. Let me see, because I've been getting that question a lot, so I put down a guide that answers everything related to that question: how to get the hard work on bets on microgaming in general. The short answer is you need an old version, a specific old version of either Poker Tracker or Hold'em Manager. And I got it all explained there, including download links for those versions, and that you need to have a second install. So let me just see where it is on the Discord. Actually gonna pin it. Oh, it is pinned. So head over to the Discord and then just type exclamation point Discord in the chat, by the way, to find it. And there it's the training slash software channel. There's a pinned post in there that should answer all the questions you might have. I have no questions here, which is pretty sweet. I'm gonna bet again. I do block the nuts. Fair enough. Hard sports go. We've seen verse. Put it in. Flair is. Thank you very much. Welcome back, mate. Yeah, I'm working on it, and I do hope so too. As I've been saying, the cold is currently bouncing around my family. My mom had it 1.5, 2 weeks ago. Then she was doing better, and since yesterday she's been doing worse again. And it's just annoying. I don't think it's good timing with Christmas and all, but what can you do? So cheers for saying that. Oh, there's another PLO 20 table that popped up on microgame. Oh, and there another crazy guy sitting down. Actually, a guy I used to seek out every time I saw him come online. Let's see if I can get a seat there, maybe. Got this going on as well. That's a light call, don't get me wrong. I'd say, I think it's a pretty light call, yeah. But what's done is done. Here, with the 8, yeah. Let it go. Okay. Interesting turn of events up here. Everybody checks. I don't think anybody would check a 7 at this point. Be convinced they wouldn't, so I'm just gonna pot it. Take one off. It's a pretty sexy one to roll off, giving us the second nuts. Cheers, Krafsa. Happy to help. Let me know if you have any questions after having read the pinned post there. We're deep too, huh? Board pairs. Might freeze the action in case he does have the better flush draw. That's good for us. Here we did take it down. The pot size bet on the 7 turn. Good thing the board paired. Saved us some money. I believe we're still up like a bind or something. Yeah. Cool. Hmm. Kind of torn in betting here or not. Seeing that we hold the jack. Well, we're certainly not folding. Took home a few other pots on tables where I didn't get around to showing them. The Alte, yes, the home game will start up again. It actually did happen on Friday as well. I distinctly remember sending out the winnings. But yes, the home games are here to stay. We're on the Discord. Right, in the Discord on the left hand side, in the channels under poker, and the last channels in poker. It's training software and what's the third word? Training software and training software and sites, apparently. And once you navigate to that channel, to that sub channel, on the top part of the screen there should be a pin. If you click that, you see the pinned messages, and then yeah, it should take you right to the post that I was talking about. Let me know if that helps you out, Grafsa. Ooh, that's a loud song. Hang on. Actually, let me adjust the volume another way. Sorry about that. Like that. There you go. Should wait. Gosh darn it. You know what would solve this problem quite neatly is either a software solution that I can implement or just using a hardware mixer. But anyway. Ismo with the min raises. Wow, that is unlike Ismo. Guess make me suited to the 10. I would call here with position. Cheers, der Alte. Thank you very much for helping out in the chat as well. Appreciate it. You guys are going a little bit nuts today. Chase the ace. Wait, what? How did I never... Wait, hang on. Did I seriously never notice that you've been subscribing in tier 3? Why in the world would you do that? Thank you. I don't want to sound ungrateful. Quite the opposite. Jesus, I'm mad at myself for never having noticed because it says a 4-month recap. Seriously? Chase the ace. Wow. I frequently lost. Now I mean lost her. Yeah, you heard it. It's a word. Forgiven value of is. Fuck me. How did... Well, thank you for that. Oh, That threw me off. I don't know what to do here. I think we'll still raise it. Giving us two pair. Giving us a flush. Not gonna go for 3 streets with the jack high flush there. Board pairing, not terribly helpful either. Maybe trips want to call here. I'm letting it go. We value owned ourselves, I guess. Tilty fish! Welcome back to the channel, mate. I am doing reasonably fine. The second beer I'm on is certainly helping things. And since yesterday I started to be on the mend, or the day before, it started improving. Yesterday it was approaching okay-ish, and today it's okay. Thank you for saying that. Temple of Heaven! Nice to see you here, mate. Unfortunately, my Russian is non-existent. Well, really for real, that's also true for my, I'd say, Finnish. Okay. Doesn't change anything. Changes our hand, but doesn't put, like, the nuts, doesn't change the nuts, really. Doesn't have king 10. Should be good. Could get a call from ace jack. Quite a bit. Wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly what he had. Yeah. Hey, it's sometimes make good guesses. Ooh, sometimes they hit nice rivers too. Bet the flop, check the turn. Well, that is a very much appreciated Christmas gift, Chase the Ace, right there. Thank you. Let me read the rest. Oh, your journey into the dark side starts tomorrow. Getting stuck in the mastermind as of tomorrow. Awesome. Awesome. Let me know how you like it. That's making me a bit emotional, Chase DS. I'm not quite sure if that fact is clear by just my voice alone, but that's a very nice thing to say. It has brought a ton of good things in my life. As you say, positivity and joy. It's exactly what it did for me. Hearing that it is doing similar things to you is very rewarding. Thank you for saying that. Delta is Ismo a wreck? I don't know. I don't think so. I've talked with him a little bit, so I don't want to. Yeah, I've talked with him a little bit, and he's a young guy from, I think, Finland as well. And a very nice dude at that. But I think he's not a wreck, as in he doesn't play full time. He plays well. He plays really well, usually. And he runs like the Lord against me. He's a good guy. Get into channel every once in a while, too. It's only this month. Okay, okay. I thought for a moment, I thought, first of all, why would you... not why would you do that, but like that would be too much if you do that every time. And more importantly, how did I miss it all the whole time? That would have made me feel real bad. So, phew. Know only about it. That's just nuts. Will ban you if you knock me out of the home game next time. He's a winning player. He is a winning player, yeah. Comes over the top here. We have a top pair. Gonna let it go. We don't have any strong draw here at all. Just backdoor stuff. You're the tuner at the tables? I think that is what that emote means, right? Should be a nice river, actually. Yeah. Don't think we don't think we're going to get called by kings, maybe. Pair of eights. Alright. Pair of eights and a straight blocker, I guess. Now that would be a plot twist if der Alte is Ismo, but no. I mean, it's not impossible. You know, what with the internet providing anonymity and all that, but at least Ismo under a different nick has been into channel once or twice. But I've been playing with him. I've been seeing him on the tables for close to 2 years now. We've talked on the tables every once in a while, a little bit. So I don't know him, but he's a poker acquaintance of mine. Kibbles! Well, for a given value of back, I am certainly here. Cheers! Nice to have you back as well. Yeah, I'm easing my way into it. So for the race, not sure what it means. All right. Oh, you had the 9 as well, and we're freelolling us. That's sad. That is just sad. Leeways, good question. Maybe we can utilize the ace of whatever that is, clubs, the green ace. Also have a gutter not folding, is my plan. It's also a good run out, hopefully. Oh, that's the dude who doesn't bluff much post, at least not with the blockers. Alright. Certainly a strong possibility. Sadly. To the whole table, let this go. Used to be 4 months, but cancelled yourself. Yeah, that's how I went about it too. Because it's not, it's good, it's worth its money. For sure, but it's not cheap. It's actually cheap, especially not for micro-stakes players. So that's how I went about it. I sub for a month, gathered as much from the content as I could, and then let the subscription lapse and resub later on. Of the content, extremely informative stuff. Yeah, I thought so too. And he really has a knack for presenting things in a manner that is easily digestible to me. I don't have a tough time following his thought process, and I like it too. Glad you did it as well. For this foreseeable future, awesome. Cheers. I'm happy to have brought you over to the dark side. I hope your journey is gonna be a joyous one. Egbert, in the channel as well. Welcome back, Egbert. Cheers. In the meanwhile, we also have this one where I think Ismo opened. We called Flop was checked around. Now we make 2 pair on a rainbow board, blocking the straight draw. More aces, eh? Flop alright, all things considered, I'd say. Der Alter, having to pop out again. Well, as I said in the chat, thank you for being here in the first place. And in case we don't see each other before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas to you and yours. Single raise pot, I called, closing the action. And ever since then, we've been checking it around. Against the crazy dude, defending the big blind with a pair, the flush draw, and now flop interesting. Okay. Alright, see what's what. Kings. So, pretty strange guy. Can't quite make up my mind about him. He's very, very loose pre. Doesn't seem to be all that crazy post, however. Here, with the front and the back door. Ooh, hang on. I was gonna say here with the front and the back door, I'm not folding, forcing a bet on the flop. And here with crappy aces, life can't get much better than getting to put it all in pre. Beautiful. Against aces. And this one we will split up. Well, could catch a 3. Okay, get spared. That nasty fate. Took it down on table 2. We checked around the pairing river. Just see if these are nicely aligned. Yeah, nice enough. What? But I wanted that seat. Well, I shall take the next one then. More aces coming our way. Single raise pot. It leads out, huh? Leads out for half pot? That's just weird. Alright, let's see a turn. Gives us a double gutter. Up here with a double paired hand, no joy on this board. Need to let it be. Checks the jack. Could be on a flush draw. He could be on a flush draw, yeah. That's the only thing that makes sense. Or it's like a monster. Kings with a flush draw and similar hands. Just kings, huh? Okay. More stuff in the chat. Hang on. Making yourself a study schedule. Ooh, you're ahead of me in that on that front. Nice. You went to a you don't say. You went to a home game 160 pounds. That's more than enough money to dunk away at PLO 2. Yeah, sure. Go for it. And I like it too that you're starting with PLO 2 for now. That's how I went about it too. No point, blowing through any serious money while you get a feel for the game. Dunk around, as you say, which is fine in the beginning. Cheers, that's awesome. Well done on the home game. 160 pounds, nothing to sneeze at. I guess with the backdoor flush draw as well, I don't mind getting raised here, so I might as well bet. Take it down, apparently. It's cool. Here, we take it down at the end. Queens and nines. I see that raising, but it could be a mirage. No, it's the real deal. It's the real deal for real. You were here, so it is also that reason. That's true. Nice to see you back, Ching. How did the tournaments go? That is pretty sweet. Down here, coming for the squeeze, which is fine. It's certainly fine, yeah. Strikes me as being alright. Comes over the top, huh? Alright. Much money in there at this point. One heart! Take down a huge one! 35 euros right there. Ooh, speaking of things and them being huge, this is quite sizable. Get 3-bet as well. Here I should have bet the river. I don't know what I was thinking. Was too occupied with the other hand. And here the rest of the money goes in, no brainer. That was awesome. Could have easily gone the other way. Certainly did not like the fact that we didn't have a single pair. And here, take it down without getting caught. It's a very tidy profit in that hand as well. Cheers. Cheers all around. Oh, so the tournaments are going alright. You probably won't be hearing this then. If you're saying you're spending your 5-minute break, that means you're still in the mix there. Cheers. Wait, what do we have? Why am I in this hand? I guess it's fine-ish. Nah, I'm not folding the backdoor flush. People be a little bit mad today, a little bit trigger happy. Much to our benefit. Checks, huh? Checks pretty quickly too. Pot it. Sounds alright to me. We get check raised and, more power to Karen. Hasn't Karen become a meme on Reddit? A Karen from The Office who always... Not like the show The Office, just a generic Karen. Karen? There's something there. Can't quite get to it. Damn it. Nope. That's a nifty way of phrasing that. I actually got an empty stomach from whatever food I ate that night. I haven't heard that one. I love it. I'm gonna use that one from now on. Chiching. Consider even even better. You're not probably not gonna hear this since you need to go back to your grind. But yeah, I'm stealing that. That's all. I got an empty stomach. That's perfect. In case you don't know Chiching, and she says back on the grind, she also usually streams. She might not stream today, I'm not quite sure. But whenever she's online, I do encourage you to check out her stuff. Genuinely one of the nicest people on Twitch, and at this point, very personal friend of the, a very good and personal chant of the channel? Oh God, friend of the channel is of course what I'm haphazardly trying to say. Chant of the channel, my ass. I blame the cold. Whenever something goes wrong today, that's my go-to excuse. That's awesome. All of your friends are recreational holders. Especially since, the word recreational shows up right there. But I understand if they all have, the older we get, the more connections we have, the more family is involved, the tougher it is to schedule something. What I'm trying to say. So I'm happy for you that it worked out before Christmas. That's wonderful. Always have a home game around Christmas so we can catch up with a few drinks and a decent Christmas present for someone. It's perfect. Those are absolutely enjoyable nights. I miss having a home game at my disposal. At PLO 2, you could get away with 40 buy-ins or something. I'd say. Like, generally speaking, in PLO, you want to have a lot of buy-ins, of course. For PLO 2, I wouldn't fret too much about it either way. Like $80 or $100 is fine. Closing the action, alright. There are some bluffing opportunities inherent in this board. Holding all the queens. Okay. Okay. Let me back up respectfully then. Yeah, I'd say 40, 50 buy-ins is perfectly fine for PLO 2. Since those games are really soft. They do play a little bit different. In that you see a lot of limping and min raising going on in PLO 20. That's nothing compared to PLO 2. So you have to play quite a bit tighter there, I'd say. You have to select your pre-flop ranges a little bit more carefully. Focusing on things that do well multi-way, since so many spots are going to be multi-way. Actually, heads-up spots are going to be the exception there. What? What now? It is Christmas. We have double-suited aces and we get to 4-bet. That's quite nice. Steal away. Yeah, consider done. If he has kings, he We have to flush draw. Money goes in. SBR of 2. Big pot, potentially. Not getting snapped, it looks like. That's okay. Okay. Steady, I have kings, okay. Let's flip it. Good luck. Or is that just a fake out with... Oh, no flip involved. That's awesome. That is awesome. He was drawing that to a 4, I believe. And we took home a nice pot again. And we're up a tiny bunch now on micro. Jesus, yeah, we're up close to 4 buy-ins. I think we're down just a bit on run and ones, but not much has happened here. I can figure out how much. Yeah, no flip involved, my friend. I had the flush draw covered. You were in pretty rough shape there. No flush blocker, no, more importantly, or equally as important at least, no straight blockers. Now I have 2 pair. There's the flush. It's not the worst card, doesn't complete any straights. Better 2 pair. Fair enough, we were blocking that, holding a king ourselves, so no regrets with how that went from our side. I do like the collective Turmstraße music quite a bit. It's nice and relaxed. No point in squeezing, this would be too weak. A top SETI, huh? Ugh. You know what, actually? We're gonna find a better RIO table. This one kind of blows. Okay. Yes. Oh. $3.90. Now that's a very fine bet sizing. One I can definitely live with. No jaw in the end. No straights out there. Well, there's the wheel, but I do suspect Luda is gonna show up with a flush and already bet twice, but never know. Yeah, okay. In that case, we're not gonna find out. That's fine. Even if this guy folds, he bets all 3 streets post, so doesn't strike me as the spot where I want to call down. Yes, doubly so now. The nuts. Just the nuts. Two pair over here. Flush blocker again. Take it down this time. Oh, I didn't see the third guy. I thought we were heads up. Looks like on RIO we're down $30. So in total we're up like 40, 50-ish. Cool. I'll take it for the first day back. Also played my first hand of poker in basically a week last night, just to see if I can still do it. And turns out I could. Even though I lost some spots where I got the money in very well, multi-way. I was still up 3-ish, 2-ish buy-ins? No, I don't remember. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. 2, 3 buy-ins. That'd be a nope. Might be worth checking up just for the sake of me knowing where we are deep against a very active player who has quieted down. Maybe it's a sample size thing when I saw him first. Wait, did I ever mark the red before? Did I mark him myself today, or was he marked? I'm mostly talking to myself at this point, sorry. Was he marked already? He was marked already, okay, yeah. I'll keep an eye on him. I will be careful once he shows aggression or stickiness post. From what I remember having seen today from him, it's not like he went postal post. Postal post? There's a joke there as well. Sorry I'm late. There's a that's what she said joke there as well. Looking forward to your child support checks for the next 20 years. Sorry I'm late. Never mind. I look forward to your letters. Oh, Lord. Alright. Probably could have raised the flop. Didn't really think about it here. Here, I'm gonna go for the check raise. Actually, no, it's not the board. I should have let. He's not gonna bet his over pairs. He's not gonna bet the hands we want him to bet. Is the point I'm trying to make. Closing the action sounds good. Flopping it up there. That's decent as well. 37 entries, PLO 10, 21 PLO 20 on RIO. It's just that right now, micro gaming tables are too convincing. Actually, are they still? Now that this guy is not as crazy as I initially thought he might be. Or do I want to switch? What? We take it down 3 ways? Alright. Yeah, I think I'll stick around on the tables as they are right now. After all, they have been treating us nicely. Okay, ditch this table, switch it out for another one. Just not a great table to be at. And that's something that I think is really important and often overlooked for all forms of cash game poker is table selection. And be on a constant constantly reevaluate the tables you're on and keep checking the, like, if you're not playing Zoom, of course, that is. Keep checking the lobby. Are there players that you hopefully have marked out already that sit down on a table you're not sitting at, that just, you know, are on a must-play basis? Like, there are some players that I would, if I would fire up the client just to check out the games in a sort of drunk state. Let me just finish the thought. There are some players out there that would just make me hop into a cold shower because they need to be played. When those guys are around, you need to play them, and that's huge it's huge for my win rate, and it's often overlooked. It's not really a skill. I think it's just something to do. More importantly, Kippery also for a 9-month sub. Kippery, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you, my friend, and thank you for the Christmas gift coming my way by subscribing once again. It still is quite an honor to have Kippery subscribing to my channel. Cheers. In case you don't know Kippery and why I consider that to be an honor, this guy has been around in poker for a long time now. He's been playing PLO for more than 10 years. More importantly, he has been coaching PLO for more than 10 years. Has released at this point literally hundreds and hundreds of articles, videos for pokerstrategy.com. I'm timing out here. And he streams on Twitch, and you're bound to pick up a lot of very valuable information on the stream. Not to mention the jackpot. You can win real money on the stream every day as well, if the cards fall right. So do check him out. Excellent source of GTO and exploitative-based PLO knowledge on Twitch. Highly recommend it. Yeah, thanks again, Kippery. Cheers. And I was really clicking buttons on autopilot there for a minute. Did I do this Me Too fail again? Yeah, for sure. I don't recall the exact instance, but by default, the answer is very likely yes, knowing myself. And my runaway mouth. So just in a vacuum, the answer is yes, most likely. Ooh, another good. See, speaking of good table selection, we found a seat on a table that's more exciting than most of the tables I'm sitting down at this point, which means I'll need to ditch a table. Let's see, which one can we get rid of? Probably this one, not because I'm deep. Matter of fact, I don't mind being deep here. There's 2 yellow tags, this guy, meh. VPip, okay, he's fun, but these are the only 2 really fun characters at this table. Down here, blind versus blind. Wait, the other thing. Button versus blind. Called was a flush draw for a small bet on the turn. Now turn a full house. Let it go. Sleep better for it. And it looks fine enough in a switch. Cool. Actually, now it jumps around a bit. I don't like that. Find it annoying. Yeah, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Not gonna go all German on it. Has to be exactly accurate. Ja, ja. It usually is with the automatic table aligning software I now have. Just haven't quite figured out the kinks for microgaming yet. It's very nice music, Egbert. No, Egbert. Unobtrusive, I think is the right word. Doesn't annoy. I like it. Ooh, like the turn too. Oh, I completely forgot, Gabriel. Also, cheers for saying welcome back there. It was weird being not streaming for so long. Got off. Oh, and you made me. I heard you said you made me a boss in your marsh pit. Der Alte praised it very highly. Said it was a lot of fun yesterday. So I'll check it out next time you're live. So it checks into us twice. He can fold post as we've seen. Oh, I should be showing the table that I'm talking about, of course. Let's give this another shot here. Just got one through in a very similar spot, and we managed to do so again. Cheers. Up in the straight, huh? With the heart. Do want to call. An additional heart out there. Well, now we're not gonna fold. Yeah, still feels like a small flush, but not with the heart in my hand and 5 hearts being out there. Fair enough, fair enough. This is 2 pair. And over here, trips. Also a very welcome sight. Two pair took it down on table 5. Here we end up making 2 pairs. So I called once on the flop. Then on this turn, I'm not folding as well for reasonable sizing, which it was. I am worried about the call. So certainly gonna check it down now if I can. If he bets, I'm letting go. In a moment, though. Here, pretty small bet. Whoa. The splash part, the set, blocker, flush draw, gutter. Yeah. All good reasons to bet. So safe to say I'm not winning this one at showdown. And we do block the straight. Happy to take it down. Real deal for real. I don't know. I do know on microgaming it is rather respectable. It's around at least 8 BB on microgaming, I'd say. But the import on from Run It Once does not work entirely correct for me so far. The splash pots are apparently something is messing it up. So I truly don't know for run it once. And then also in the last month, I put a lot of volume in on GG, and there I can import the hands just fine, but rake is not taken into account, so there's no way to express the win rate there in a meaningful way, or to calculate the win rate in any meaningful way. So I'm on the whole unable to answer. I guess this is a flop I can bet. Holding the 9 or the 7 rainbow board. Yeah, I could have bet here. Anywho, at this point, letting it be. Down here, Queen 10 6 5. Should I have called this? A good question. Kipri, what says you? Am I calling this pre? In position? I guess so. Let's actually not guess. Let's check it out. Good. And it was the Queen 10 6 5 versus an MP open. Give me a moment to fire up the PLO matrix. It's a good looking hand. It's not very. It's not easy. It's not a hand that plays very well, though. So me, basically 2 hold'em hands. Good. It's the rep and a better flush draw. So we were on the button versus MP. Oh, I thought I had checked here, sorry. It's fine. It's played exactly like that. Gets indeed called. Good to know. Acceptable. How about a bet, sir? It's nice we have neither the queen nor the king of diamonds. Huh. What a run out up here. So I feel everything I do looks really strong. At least for now, my bluffs would be pot-sized as well. I'm saying for now because that's certainly something I want to look into. But for that reason, right now it's fine for me to bet pot. If I would do it with my bluffs, I might as well do it with my value hand there. This is like a 1.5 beer deep thinking process, so keep that in mind. Eh, let it be. Agreed. Real deal for real. I'm not sure if how I have little comparison, but I definitely agree with your point that I need to work more on my game. Yeah, can't argue with that at all. I said nothing. Trying to get hearts for this week. How's it going, Kipri? You have a long way to go. Yeah, I'll probably won't be able to make hearts. I'm not trying for any bonus this week at all since I haven't been playing at all. Yeah, but you're right on the money, really, for real. I do need to work more on my game. And I am. I not only will, at this point I actually am. Music is a bit low, notice, sorry. My post-flop game I'm reasonably happy with, but pre-flop I am constantly noticing things I should be doing differently. I just want to know more about. I need to look into more. Hmm. Would have preferred to bet either check the turn in hindsight or bet pot. Aluda going for the 3-bet pre again. 14% 3-bet range. Or frequency, I guess. Yeah, but offsuit. Not calling 3-ways. You have a long way, can't play between 9 and 10. Ugh, hope you make it. They did extend the bonus multiplier thing they had when they introduced Legends for the first 2 weeks, is what I read on Twitter today. But unfortunately, it'll only kick in at past midnight, I believe. So for the new week. No joy, reasonable hand to call a 3-bet with. Also an okay open, I'd say. There's one guy missing. Flopped it. Wait, what? You 3-bet the king 3 deuce single suitor, is that correct? What's your name? Renee. Yeah, Jesus. Take a note on that. Wait, what's happening? That's nice. That is nice. Yeah, okay. That's not a great board, but with him having so quote-unquote little money left, such a low SPR. Yeah, flopped it unfortunately right away. We need a jack. Actually, a jack would do it for us. The turn did give us some outs. On the flop, we were drawing thin, to say the least. Not much we can do. And here, I have no clue why I'm in this hand. I shouldn't be. Being said, I do turn awesome. Hey, no offense taken, Angels of Hell. Appreciate all the input. Most, if not all of it, has helped me a lot in the past. So cheers to saying that. I'm not saying it's great. I'm saying compared to my pre-flop game, I have fewer questions about post-flop than pre-flop. But agreed, with the PLO matrix out there. I wouldn't say it's super easy. But you might actually be right in this, at the very least in the sense that it's more profitable to spend more, at this point in my game, to spend more time on post-flop than on pre-flop. Because the pre-flop mistakes I am making are probably not huge. There's one area in particular, and I guess that's what made me say that I want to look into, and that is re-raising more pre-flop. My 3-betting ranges. And for that matter, 4-betting ranges. So yeah, no offense taken. Pot, okay. Nice turn. Take it down. Yeah, but I wouldn't say that pre-flop is super easy in PLO, even with the matrix out there. There's just too many hand combinations. In Hold'em, it's super easy. Oh, that's an overstatement as well. But in Hold'em, it's surmountable. You know, the 160 hand combinations you essentially have. Pre-flop, totally different story in PLO. But still a well-made point. Jackson 5's down here. Sadly, I don't remember the. Hang on, I put it in the chat so I don't have to deal and wait for the delay there. Oh, that one! The one with the SPR of 1.5. Yeah, sure. The upside of pushing, I guess, is that it's unexploitable, but not a snap part. Playing it in a more differentiated way is certainly an approach. I tend to make it easier myself with overpairs in spots where the SPR is lower than 2. Where, like in that one, there was one straight possible. There are some boards I check, and there are some boards I can check fold, like a 5-6-7, 7-6-8. We're very coordinate boards. This one was really close to that threshold. I'm not saying that's bad. Your approach is worse or anything, Just saying that I make it easy on myself usually and go with a push quite a bit. Is call forward range so hard? Yeah, probably, yeah. He does check it out. Do take it down. Against this guy, let's raise it up. If it was a little bit more coordinated, I would go with a different approach. Again, not saying mine is superior. Just makes it easy on me. Yeah, that's right. That's a good point, Kippery. I think it's time well invested if you deal with the finer points of post-flop play and pre-flop play. Agreed. Just understand the thresholds. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Like if you three bet a hand that's in the matrix would be 1 pip below the three betting what the solver would do, or whatever. Agreed. It's not a huge deal. It's a nice board, all things considered. So nice that it's really short. Ugh. Well, I'm not folding here in this, like SPR of 0.5. Yeah, unfortunately he turned amazing. He cleared another trap. Well, probably also a good point. Do keep in mind that as opposed to most other days, well, pretty much all days, this is sort of a 2 beer deep PLO stream, so I'm not necessarily playing my best game. Not saying my best game is substantially better than this. But yeah, agreed. Really, for real, I actually do agree with that completely. Still find it challenging to find spots where to trap. There's some super obvious ones where you just smash the board and block everyone else. But I do have trouble coming up with more or less obvious trapping spots for sure. Up in the trips. Sure, it's unexploitable, but it's not so bad. Is it really at an SPR of 1.5? It's. I think I'm not mistaken if that's something I came across in the mastermind frequently as well. Oh, okay. Thank you very much for running that in the solver. That is rather interesting. Noted. Something I'm gonna take on board and look into. Huh. Mid high straight flops are not low. Yeah. Cheers for running it. Ah, we have three ways here. Didn't quite see. Yeah. Agreed that the rest we can potter to get it in and don't feel bad about it at all. Noted. Kind of nasty here. All right. Ooh, that's an excellent hand to be up against. Okay, that was a misclick. The min raise was not intentional. Now I'm lost as what to do. Guess we have a pair from the board, we have a heart. Put some more money in. Get raised right away, and not really having any draws here. Not blocking too much, just letting it be. So Angels of Hell, really appreciate you taking the time and effort to put it into the chat. As I said, I'll take it on board. Wow. And we flop a set down here. Get a call, that's very nice. Some double paired aces on another table where we're deep and get 3-bet. That ought to be fun. First time this guy 3-bets in a long time. 3-bet percentage of 5%, 0% 4-bet, and we take it down, okay. Neat. Oh, sorry. Didn't realize I was timing down. I thought I'd clicked that button already. Really don't want to see a pot-sized bet now. Sizing also smells like value. Yeah, this D-Days deuce. And note taken. Oh, that's a nice tune. Fingers crossed, Kippery. So right now there are 18 entries, so I like your chances of PLO 20 running in an hour. Up here in the splash pot, limping seems okay. Hoping plans extra in the middle. 1.2k points. Ooh, that might be too much. Not sure about it, Kipri. If not, this might be a few too many points. I'm sorry to say. So wait, it's now. So it would be in an hour from now, right? You have 3 hours. Ah, God, gosh, that's really tight. I honestly think there's something wrong with my mouse. Quite often, or often enough, I see myself almost timing out in spots where I'm sure I clicked the button. So not much happening on any other table currently. 60-40 rake. Okay, yeah, okay, that sounds. If you put it like that, that's definitely sounds doable. Still, that's quite a lot of play for PLO 20 in 2 or 3 hours. 3 hours, I guess. 2 to 3 hours of 6 tabling. Yeah, if he can get 6 tables, yeah, sounds about right, actually. Go for a thin 3-bet here. Rotate out some tables. Okay. Take it down. Very nice. I mean, less bonus rec for next 3 weeks. Yeah, true. But that, for me, the chip has already sailed. What was not having played at all this week. But that's a consideration. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about the bonus system. I think it needs some tweaking. That it doesn't quote unquote allow you to take a break if you want to, maximize bonus value, all that jazz. Which, on the other hand, for I guess the streamers, is not as big of a deal since we sacrifice less rake back, since we always get it via the streamer program. But that's of course a consideration that is not true for most. So I still would like them to change something about that, about the way the streaks work for that reason. No, no, no. Opening that too off the button. Almost did though. The stream probably won't go on for much longer. It's the first stream in a week, and I can feel some sort of fatigue setting in, not to mention the second beer. So it's probably would probably be smart of me to call it a night fairly soon. There will be another stream tomorrow evening, late afternoon, evening. Can't quite say yet when yet. Just gonna be true for the rest of the week. I'm gonna have a tough, if not impossible, time to set a schedule. Just, it's Christmas. And some family stuff's happening where you can never say how long what is gonna take. Here I'm deciding we're not having the min raising. I just don't like the min raising. I'm against it. And we guess we flop alright. All things considered. Not just the two pair, but also the open ender on top. That takes it down. Up here, call closing the action under big blind. Seems okay. Have a gutter and a flush draw. With 3 diamonds at this point. Actually not the worst board without a, what is it, spade? And I wonder if I should bet. Certainly can call if he decides to bet. Not much happening in any other table. I really like the music you put on, Egbert. Cheers for that. Oh wow, we're, what, 4 ways? Okay. This does not feel the spot to utilize the blocker sold. Oh, hang on. Maybe this is rainbow? Yeah, give this a shot. Sweet. Wow. All hell's breaking loose on the PLO 20 on RIO. So in half pot, bet, call, raise, and call. Top and bottom. Okay. The middle set. Quite a nice sight. Having 3-bet here. We're a little bit deep, 1.5 binds. Take it down. Very nice. So in the end, or at least currently, I guess we're pretty much exactly breaking even for the day. I'll take it. For the first day back. It's not quite over yet. They're set. That's awesome. Ooh, speaking of things that have been on. Wow, 3-bet and 4-bet from Ismo here. Alright, let's focus on that then. This point I kinda hope he folds, because Ismo is bound to show up with aces pretty much always as well. Yeah. In which case he's gonna have a lot of equity, not on this board. He has a flush draw. Don't do it to us like that. Alright. Sad face. Oh well. The YouTube travels, huh? Getting from one video to the next. Yeah, I know that all too well. Turn on top pair and the gut shot. Seems okay. Outpipped by 1. He takes it down. It really is. Yeah, I noticed that when I was looking for tracks to use for DJing. That you really find some amazing stuff that way. Alright, so I think another like 10-ish minutes. I sadly don't have a longer stream in me tonight. But it's good to be back. Sorry about that. Wrong button. And over here, ace king king 4 sounds alright. Not a bad board, all things considered. Did bet again on table 1 on the turn. Took it down. Okay. Leads out the river, huh? So here, a 3-bet. Kind of undecided. Maybe I like checking a little bit better. The Gloryman in the channel as well. Nice to see you, buddy. And nice to see you, my friend, man. Recovery has been surprisingly slow this week. I am on the mend. Which is also why I wanted to stream today, at least for a while. Yeah, slower than I hoped and I anticipated, for sure. But I'm doing better. Thank you for asking. Puggy Boots in the channel as well. I saw you stream earlier as well. Ooh, I need to make a, that doesn't remind me, I need to make a special shout-out comment for you. Do check out Puggy Boots, sorry. Mine is a mess today, a little bit still. Who recently joined the streamer team for RIO. Plays PLO, I believe up to PLO 50 currently, right? And this is an awesome dude. I like Puggy Boots a lot. So do check him out. And chances are you'll like him too. Nope. Everyone missed you. Aw, Puggy Boots, that is not only a nice thing to say of you, it's a very awesome thing to hear. Cheers for that. Need to take the puppy out. I'm doing better, yeah. Not doing great yet, which is also why the stream's not gonna run for too much longer, but you take that puppy out. Yeah. Had 3 puppies now in my life, so I've been there. Wait, shown the wrong table. This is the one where things were happening. Not, alas, not anymore. Apparently he went down to heads up. Let's not do that. I'm not going to add another table, just going to close this one for the remainder of the session. It's nice to be missed. Can't deny that. This is here. Ace is here as well. After we took down the first one. The Queen Jack 10-9 or whatever it was pre. And the singer is part these aces over here. With the 8, the Queen, and a club, I think we do want to bet. Definitely not betting here. I have a big stream in me. I have drunk a lot today. Glory man. Well, Puggy Boots is gonna have to pick up the slack for me. Because I'm, still a little bit under the weather. But today was a day where I definitely needed a beer for reasons. I'll leave it at that. He leads out on the 6, really. Pretty tightish dude. Like, I'm probably gonna believe him here. We are getting a great price, is the other thing. Alright. Yeah. Players like this rarely seen this as a bluff, so note to self. Don't call like a donk there in the future. Nuclear Smurf in the channel as well. Well, nice to see you, my friend. Thank you for the good lucks. And Gloryman, I saw what you wrote there. Sorry for getting back to it only now. The new JNN software, it has been rumored. I heard the rumors for quite some time. I still have no idea what it entails, what the functionality it is that it'll provide. So if you know anything, do put it in the chat. I'd be very curious. From what I heard, it's not too far off anymore, I believe. Like beginning of, or some point, at some point in January. That does give us a pair and an open-ender. I definitely want to be involved with this guy. There's a top pair and an open-ender at this point, not to mention some nice straight blockers. Also blocking the jacks by proxy a bit, quite a bit. Wait. Double suited aces. We get a similar spot again on the table where we lost a three-way pot against this guy earlier. When Ismo had aces as well. Here on table 4, just checked it. Table 3, take it down pre. That's sweet. 6 doesn't really change anything. Yeah, just checking it down. That is a nice track as well. Almost the right stuff to make it into my DJ set. Well, let's see. Let me listen to it a little more. Yeah, you know what? Actually, it qualifies. Sorry about that. No, I timed out with aces. I mean, crappy aces, but still, aces. Damn it. That's a really nice one, Egbert. I'm gonna use it in one of my mixes for sure. Here, we flop amazing. We're deep. And he leads. The last time he led... Oh, it doesn't show the note here right now. Only when I reopen the table, I think. Last time he led with a full house in a very similar spot. So I wouldn't be shocked if we show up with the exact same hand here, to be honest. In case that was true, we now improved. Ah. Nah, just gonna call with the call. Yeah, I did have the exact same hand. It was just much more likely that to have that than to have the queens. I also don't think he would lead the queens. That's what... I should have thought this through and come in for the raise. He's not leading queens full. I mean, he might. What do I know? I think it's as likely than that hand. So, gonna put an exclamation point about that behind it mark. That's the exact same spot that made me take that note in the first place, or pretty much the exact same situation. And he's now did it twice. That's gonna be very valuable information. Damn it, I was timing out and I basically clicked buttons. One of the buttons I clicked was to re-raise here, which was not intentional. Now against the 4-bet. Certainly gonna let it go. Here with the flush draw, but nah, never mind. Oh, interesting, Glory Man. Thanks for putting it out there. Wow. That does sound interesting. So it's a bit like Visions, huh? Huh. Sign me up. I feel once I reach the end of the beer, I'll also have reached the end of the stream. I usually don't drink it on stream at all, so 2 beers is my limit. Also gonna be a good point in time to call it a night. Get called, really? Ah, I was curious about why the cashier showed the amount of it did, but we lost the 3 all in earlier for a buy in the aces. Yeah, okay. That's all good then. Still, not a bad day. A little underbreak even at this point. I reckon we're down a buy in. Some spots I knocked around in, and some spots where I just got the worst of it, putting the money in well. Not complaining. Also, read a nice track. Go for the raise fold. Top pair and a flush draw. Fair enough. Consider yourself stalked. Let me know, Glorman, if you need a restraining order. I've seen it all. I'll testify. Top 2 at this point. No clubs, so gonna call down if he bets again. Also having the jack in here helps in that regard. You take it down, and we were up against 10-9 and a... You have a flush draw? No, just 10-9. The gutter, I guess, to the 10 high straight. Wow. That was suited 2 pairs. See where this takes us. Takes us to a board with a flush draw. Two pair again with a diamond, sounds alright. This point letting go. And improving to top 2, what's the deal? We're a little bit deep, but not really. Without a spade, we do have one diamond. That's what I meant to say. Take it down. Very active player here. Calls us once on the flop. Let's put on his second barrel. And check it behind if he can. Turn 2 pair. Hit a king, turned better 2 pair. So I think like roughly another orbit on our tables. Then I'm gonna call it a night. Ease myself back into the streaming thing after this long, way too long hiatus. I will be back tomorrow. As I said earlier, not quite sure when. Will be tomorrow late afternoon, early evening, something like that. Most likely. If neither of those, then it's gonna be later evening. But I do definitely plan on streaming tomorrow. Before that, a few more hands tonight, though. Okay. I don't know, maybe I do want to raise this. Yeah, probably. Certainly an okay board. Okay. Another 8. You say, checks again. Alright. Really? What a run out. Could protect myself with lousy entertainment. That's a decent approach as well, Gloryman. Oh lord, I like it. Wait, did I? Yeah, no, I guess the open is fine. One guy's sitting out. We're effectively in MP. Yeah, it's alrightish. However, against the 3-bet, letting it go quite happily. That's a good approach, Gloryman. I feel I'd take the same one every once in a while. Sorry for yawning at you. I'm still a bit under the influence of that cold. That's my go-to blame today. Everything that went wrong was due to the cold. Wow. The hammer. Aces and kings with a suit. Anyone for a squeeze? No, and a pretty ruddy board. I mean, we do have the gutter. Gibbons hit a 100 BB splash! What? The question is, did you take it down? So general leads, we don't have we don't have a spade. Even if everybody folds, I guess if everybody folds, do I want to call here? It's probably not, to be honest. And now, since A game calls, easy let go. Of course not. Yeah, I guess generally speaking, 1 in 6 times, huh? That blows. It does get the blood going, though. Get to the chopper! Exactly. The German accent for the win. Ah, those sneaky backdoor flushes. Ugh. And that's sad. Not sad is this, where we defended a big blind. Flop alright. Up here we flop stuff as well. Not too fond of the run out. Apparently he is. At least someone is. Andre Poker, welcome back to the channel, mate. Nice to see you here. You are catching me at not only the tail end of a cold, which is why I didn't stream this week, but also at the tail end of the stream. But appreciate you seeing you here, mate. Cheers. The song request, wait, what queue position is it? Number 5. Is gonna feature the next time I'm gonna stream. So cheers for that. Strictly speaking, probably don't need to squeeze with this hand. No, I'm kind of torn between betting and checking. Okay, I'm less torn now. We do take it down. Nah, just let this be. Blind versus blind game is still pretty rubbish. Okay, so who's on? Who can we rate? Who's fun? Chi-Ching streaming? That'd be neat. Oh, Poggy. Now, Poggy Boots took the puppy out, right? Not in the Hitman way, just to, as my host parents would have put it, to pee the dog. Oh, wait. Now you had the double dose of nut raisin for a moment. Nope. Let's raid someone small who's gonna enjoy the raid. Guess we could head over to Forsyth's channel. Yeah, see what he's up to. Oh, I forgot to click the sit out button, so we're gonna play another orbit there. Alright, let's raid the Poker Brass then. The person I wanted to raid is just raiding someone else to call it a night as well. Poker Brass doesn't need the raid. He has a huge audience today. 160 people. I don't know what happened there. Good for him. Happy to see it. But yeah, a few more hands. And that's all the poker, that's all the streaming I have in me tonight. I'm back tomorrow evening at some point for the last stream before Christmas. Of course, then it's going to be Christmas Eve. I'm going to stream then. And for the days beyond that, I have absolutely no clue about the schedule this week. Play it by ear a little bit. Take it as it comes. That'll be a nope for the last hand there. A few more hands to play on this table. And then that's all she wrote for tonight. Isn't that sexist? Shouldn't there be a version of all that he wrote? Actually, where does it come from? All she wrote. Never looked it up. Let's check it out. I'm curious about these things. It's apparently the popular version of the origin is the expression that is the punchline. Hang on. It's the punchline of a mournful tale about an American GI serving overseas. I see, I didn't click the button again. Serving overseas, supposed to have received a letter from a sweetheart. He reads it to his colleagues and says, "Dear John," and then they say, "Well, go on." And he said, "That's all. Well, that's it. That's all she wrote." The story is plausible because "Dear John" was the standard cipher amongst the US military for the kind of letter that has now been replaced by a "You're so dumped" text message. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I was looking at Forsyth, but doesn't he stream in Russian? Okay. Yeah, never mind. Forsyth is. Yeah, I was thinking about rating him, but he was the one who rated someone else. Just as it came down to it. All right, so some linguistic tidbit there in the end. If nothing else, you were able to take that away from the stream today. What I took away is that I really appreciate all the kind words of all of you saying that you were glad to see me back. It means a lot to me. Not to mention the resubs. Jesus Christ, did things get crazy in that regard? I guess another full orbit then. Me not clicking that button. Looks like Aluda made out like a bandit so far. But certainly the winning the three-way all-in helped. I believe that was this table. Just moved it over. Yeah, it was that one. We took home 2 binds alone there. Fair enough. Nah. Sorry, kind of drifted off into thought there for a moment. One last hand. This time I shall remember to click that darn button. Last hand of the session, not a playable one. So in the end, we broke even for the day, I believe. No, actually we didn't. We're close to breaking even. We're down a buy-in, I think. So it was basically the all-in hand, aces versus aces. Fair enough. Didn't play too horribly, not too happy with it, but not too unhappy with it. I'll take it for the first day back. Shaking off the rust. What else? What else? Oh, right. The credit thingy. Because stuff happened. So, many thanks for hanging out with me, for the kind words. Really appreciated those again. And yeah, for keeping the chat alive. I'll be back tomorrow evening, as said plenty of times now. And let's head over to PokerBra's channel and see what he's up to. Usually he has some decent giveaways going on there, so it might be a fun place to stick around at for a while. On that note, thanks for sticking around here tonight, and if you guys want to, see you tomorrow. For those of you I won't be seeing before Christmas, Merry Christmas to you and yours in the meantime. And yeah, happy holidays. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.